Hello, Star Citizens, and welcome to another Star Citizen Nightly. This one will actually be a quick one. Like when I say quick, it'll actually be quick. That's like less than 10 minutes because there's not a whole lot of news, but I did think it was worthy of doing a show. I haven't done one in a few days, and I just wanted to make sure I got a little bit of news to you guys. So, what I've noticed is that the ship Showdown has split communities. It has separated us all. So I want to talk about that just a little bit, and I also wanted to talk about the news. But as always, make sure you like, leave a comment, dislike, and make sure you're subscribed, and you'll be entered to win our ship of the month, which I still can't talk about. CIG, come on, let's do it on Friday. Anyway, it's gonna be awesome. Of course, if you are a member, you automatically have that share a 25% chance to win with other members. So you don't have to do any of those things if you're a member, but feel free to, of course. Obviously, you can like and dislike, you can leave comments and all that stuff. So anyway, let's hop into this. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Galactapedia update. So there's Interstellar Transport Guild, Cutter Rambler, Cutter Scout, Wildstar Racing. I'd never heard of that. Armistead, Perry Line Pact, Zip, The Storm gets some love. 999th Test Squadron, Quasi Institute of Xenological Studies. That might interest me. Then there's all the planets that are in the Sol system. They get their own little things here. So I think I will go in and read these and see if they're worthy of doing a video about. I'll do one of my smooth, buttery voice videos. The ones you love. Yeah. Anyway, I'll do those if there's enough information in it to make sense to do one of those. But if they're all super short, then maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. It's just the Galactapedia update, so watch that one if you want. Don't watch it, it's fine with me. I do those because I know I'm gonna end up reading them anyway, so I feel like why not just make a video while I'm reading it and have other people who don't like to read be able to hear what's going on in the lore verse without actually having to read all that stuff. So moving on, we have the alien language, which I think this is Xi'an. I'm not 100% sure. Xi'an, yes. So Xi'an and Banu, of course. So if you were wondering like how to do the language, right? There's actually a fan kit, and this actually has a link to it. I downloaded this a while back. I didn't actually know that it existed, but it does. There's a fan kit. It's got like a bunch of stuff in it for like content creators and stuff. So go in there, look at the language, but read this. It says it is not simply a replacement of letters. It is an intricate language, and you have to be properly trained. And then they have an introduction and greetings video in Xi'an. So make sure that you do the training so that you can actually use it. But I do think that that's cool that they like kind of have that already made for you, for those people who actually want to like get in and do some role playing with the Xi'an and Banu stuff. I at some point I'm going to learn how to speak, like, I wouldn't say I'm going to learn how to speak Xi'an, but I'm going to learn like, what would you call it if you can speak a little bit of it? I think conversational. I would say conversational Xi'an. That's the goal for me. I don't want to learn a whole lot, but I do definitely want to learn. I want to learn a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Because if it's too rough, I might just be like, I know how to say hi and bye. All right. So this one is interesting. So I reported on this like a week ago, I think. They're retiring the legacy launcher, and there's still a lot of people talking about it because they're worried about whether it's going to work and whether certain issues are going to be fixed. So there's been a lot of CIG talking in this. Like there's a lot of developers that are on here that are like, no, this is what's going on, this is why. There's so for instance, before October 1st, we will be getting, well, the plan is to have 2.0.4 before October 1st. So that means, I think we're on 2.02. So that means we are getting 2.03 and 2.04 before October. So expect 2 updates to the launcher this month. I thought that was some pretty big news. And they said the two-factor authentication, this has been an issue I've noticed myself, is when you log on, it asks for two-factor authentication, and then it says remember for, like, you put a remember for a week or a month or whatever, and it doesn't remember. Every time you log out or close the app and get back in, you have to log back in, which is super annoying. Even for people who just do for one day, that's super annoying. So yeah, they say they're fixing that in 2.0.4. So not the next one, but the one after. So it should be fixed before October 1st, which I'm glad, because that is a big quality of life thing. And then there's people that say, where's the button to stop the video in the RSI launcher? Because apparently it really causes a lot of systems to, like, slow down to a crawl, or because you have to keep it open while you play the game, it'll, well, I think you do anyway. I haven't tried to turn it off, but either way, it slows down a lot of people's settings or cost them FPS. So they are like, hey, I want to just be able to shut that part off. So that's coming actually in the next iteration, which is the 2.0.3. And they said that it'll be available shortly. But when you hear CIG say shortly, flip a coin, and whichever it lands on, it won't be shortly. The legacy launcher will not stop to function, but we will. Oh, so basically this is just them talking about they will push you to update to the launcher, and they're gonna wait until they get a decent amount of feedback before they start blocking the old one. So it's not just gonna be like everybody's cut off. Yeah, I think the rest of this is just saying kind of the same stuff and handling, like, people's specific issues. Yeah, so yeah, go in and read that. If you're having issues with the launcher, this is actually got a lot of dev responses in it. Like, you can see all this yellow is dev responses, and this is the retiring the legacy launcher thread. So yeah, go in and check that out. And then lastly, our patch notes. This is a really important one because they removed the ability to salvage while in instance hangars, which let me salvage my own ships. Let me do my insurance fraud. Like, it's in-game insurance fraud, I know, but let me do it. Just give me a crime stat. Do what you got to do. But, like, don't tell me what I can do in my own hangar. Don't tell me what I can do in my house. All right. Anyway, I'm upset about that because I was actually having fun doing that. I think it's good practice. Like, well, maybe just don't let me sell it or something. Say it's stolen, say it's unusable, whatever, but let me practice. I want to practice writing stuff just for fun. I'm not going to sell it. Yes, I am. But yeah. And then this says new LTP edition. So this actually weirded me out a little bit. It says hangar decorations, commodity containers, and mining gadgets are all now saved in LTP. With this update, items placed to decorate personal hangars will be reset back into your local inventory during updates. So that's weird to me, because I would want them to just stay where they are, but maybe this is saying before they would just be erased, and now instead of them being erased, they'll be in your local inventory instead of being erased. So maybe that's a good thing, but I would rather them just stay where they are after an update rather than having to redecorate everything. So, like, folks, go and take pictures of whatever you have in your hangar, and make sure you remember where everything is. Screenshot it so you don't have to worry about remembering where to put everything every time there's an update. But yeah, they make this point every time. The no known issue changes from this patch to this patch. So a lot of these known issues have not been fixed. So I think that's kind of worrying some people that CIG isn't really fixing a lot of these known issues. So CIG, people are noticing. Get on those. I'm not saying they're easy, but you might want to get on those. And yeah, last thing I want to talk about is just the ship showdown. This thing can be kind of divisive. First, let's see where this is at. Yeah, the FAC Lightning is kind of spanking the Reclaimer. It's not that bad. It's about almost 3,000. But yeah, this has been divisive, more divisive than I thought it would be, right? I don't know why. Like, whoever wins is whoever wins. It's just a skin and like some little cool stuff you get if it's the champion. My ship didn't win. I mean, I was going for the Terrapin all the way, and it made it to get a skin. So maybe I don't have as much, but like I also wanted the Gladiator to win. I wanted the F7C, you know, to get another skin. So it's like but at the same time, I am getting 3 skins out of this regardless. But I just want to be fair. If you look at my voting, all these blue things are voting. I didn't vote for 3 of these ships. If you look here, I voted for the M50 and the Vulture, the Reclaimer one. If you look here, I voted for the F7C and Defender, the F8C one. So it's not like I was voting to get myself a skin. The only one I could say I was voting to get myself a skin on was the Terrapin, and I didn't even own it when I voted for it. I only bought it because it made it to the semifinals. So yeah, so I don't know. I think everybody chill out. It's just a ship showdown. It's just a contest. It'll be fine. I promise you, everything will be okay. So it looks like it'll be the C1 versus the FAC Lightning. I got the FAC Lightning in that fight. But yeah, we'll see what everybody votes for. That'll be interesting. But yeah, don't commit any crimes because of the ship that you wanted to win did not go. I don't understand some of the voting either, but such is the Star Citizen community. All right. So let me see, how much time did I got? I got 12 minutes. That's fine. That's short enough. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this one. Shout out to the members. I'll see you in the next one.